Yeah, I know you want that money. Let's see if it's hype or if there's really opportunities out there for folks without a conventional engineering degree to be an AI prompt engineer and make over $350,000 a year. Even I have to admit this, was quite surprised. Guys, in the midst of all of the blood in the streets, from layoffs at Tesla, Google, Amazon, Facebook, there's not a company that hasn't been hit. And many of us are out there suffering. But the job market is showing signals of life, and in very unconventional areas, all powered by generative AI, the latest revolution in technology that's going to transform this next decade. While everyone is fearful of their jobs being replaced, the smart ones are thinking about how we can leverage it for ourselves to make more money. And opportunities are out there. In this video, we're going to explore how people are making over $300,000 with an annual salary as an AI prompt engineer. And the amazing thing about these jobs, guys, is that it often doesn't require an engineering degree at all. Many of these AI prompt roles are being filled by folks with liberal arts and business analyst backgrounds. Sometimes it's folks that don't have any formal education at all. An AI whisperer is someone with a particular set of talents and skills for this moment. Let's get into it. All right, so as I get into the meat of the article, it turns out that the roles it's referring to are those that have to do with generative AI, large language models, and it's more popularly known as, or the most popular one today, is OpenAI's ChatGPT. Now, maybe you heard of it, unless you've been living under a rock. It turns out that when you're using ChatGPT or any large language model, the response that you get from the model varies widely, and it's very dependent on your query. So it's not like Google search bar where you enter in something, you get pretty much the same thing back, irrespective of the phrase that you're putting in. With ChatGPT, there's a lot of treasure in there, but the treasure sometimes doesn't get pulled out unless you ask it the question in just the right way. So hence the title of these roles as an AI whisperer, and the more technical title for these roles as an AI prompt engineer. But I think that one of my other favorite terms for these roles is as a AI librarian.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I can take my hair down. Yeah, I can take off my glasses. That is why I wear glasses.
So we all saw the headlines. Bloomberg, LA Times, Business Insight, all these credible sources touting $300,000 plus salaries for AI whisperer. What the is an AI whisperer?
So tell me, what are the problems you're having with the child?
Well, he's just out of control.
So the child needs to learn that he's not the most important person in the house.
You can stop talking behind my back. I'm right here, fruitcake.
See, I'm not looking at the child, I'm not acknowledging the child, I'm just letting the child know I'm not interested in him.
Not interested in me?
See, the child thinks your world revolves around him because it does. Because everything he does gets a response from you.
Mom, this guy doesn't...
I was very skeptical, especially in the midst of all of this hype that's going on with ChatGPT. This is simply another headline to grab us in, take our attention, make some more ad revenue. So I did my own mini investigation. If there's jobs out there that are paying $300,000 plus and they're hiring for these roles, where should we go? So I went to LinkedIn. Scrolling through LinkedIn for AI whisperer. Okay, obviously that was a little bit of a misleading title put in the article. Let's try AI prompt engineer. Still not many roles that were fitting that particular description, at least on LinkedIn. And admittedly, maybe LinkedIn was pushing me some jobs that they thought that I might be interested in based off of my background. So maybe I'm not seeing the AI whisperer jobs that are out there. So I searched on Google, of course, the articles, and Alas, we do come across Anthropic's offering for an AI prompt engineer. Now, in this job description, we see that this is fairly a new role, and it's really challenging to actually even for them describe the best background for this particular person that they're looking for. But the pay range does match what the article touts. Turns out that these models are simply so large, we're talking in petabytes of data, that it's really impossible for the engineers that built this to really know how they work. That is to say, exactly which prompts are going to result in the best responses. So the only way to be able to solve this task is doing it in a brute force way, which means that it requires people that have this art and skill set to be able to talk to the AI, to be able to be an AI whisperer. So as crazy as it sounds, my bet is that this is not the last of these roles. I think we're only at the beginning, and as AI becomes more widely adopted, especially ChatGPT and other large language models like it become more widely adopted, a hospital, the article mentions, a law firm, we are going to start to see more AI prompt engineers in different fields who are supporting the effort of making this AI even better. How are we going to leverage this? If you have any doubts about how valuable this really is, there are companies, one is called PromptBase, that are solely focused on aggregating prompts. That's taking prompts that people created that actually pull the most value from OpenAI. Whole companies that are making money only from that application. This is the internet 1997. This is search engines in the early 2000s. We're talking Google in the early 2000s. We are only at the beginning, and the folks that are going to make the most money, that are going to be the best prepared, that are going to get the most value, have the most impact, are the people that get in first. So learn how to use OpenAI's Playground. If you want me to make more videos, not only OpenAI, there's other platforms out there. And if you want me to make some more videos about how to become an AI prompt engineer, or how to more practically use OpenAI on a day-to-day basis, let me know what sort of videos and topics you'd like me to explore in the comments.